you're here again, still chasing this English dream like it owes you money. Welcome back to Monday English Podcast, where we don't sugarcoat your excuses. We roast them. Lightly. Like marshmallows, if marshmallows could talk back. This isn't your typical, let's learn English together feel-good nonsense. Nah, this is where your grammar fears come to die, and your obsession with fancy vocabulary gets a reality check. Here, we don't clap when you say apple correctly. We don't hand out gold stars for knowing present perfect continuous. We talk about the real stuff, like why you know 5,000 words but can't order a coffee without sweating bullets. And today we're going after your little vocabulary hoarding habit. Yeah, you know what I mean? That notebook full of sophisticated words you never use. That app you open just to collect more words you'll forget tomorrow. Let's stop pretending. You don't need more words. You need better ones. Fewer, but stronger. The ones that actually help you live, not just impress your imaginary grammar police. Because this is Monday English Podcast, and here we don't learn English to decorate our brains. We learn it to speak, out loud, like real humans. So let's dive in and clean out that messy head of yours, shall we? Let me guess. You've got a list somewhere, right? Maybe in a notebook, maybe in some fancy app. A list of words that look impressive. Words like ubiquitous, ameliorate, facetious. Yeah, those. You wrote them down because someone said, these are great for your English. And maybe they are. For writing an essay on global warming or pretending you're an Oxford professor. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you actually said ameliorate in real life? I'll wait. Exactly. Never. Because here's the thing. Real English, the kind you use when you're late for work or ordering a burger, doesn't need words like that. It needs words like late, like hungry, like help. You don't need a dictionary in your brain. You need a toolbox. And that toolbox, it doesn't have space for 10,000 tools. It needs the essentials. You're not building the Eiffel Tower. You're just trying to have a conversation without falling apart. But you've been taught to chase quantity. More words, more flashcards, more. And what happens? You freeze. Because your brain is too busy searching for the perfect word to actually say anything. And while you're busy fishing for procrastinate, someone else already said, I'm late, and moved on. That's the problem. You don't need more words. You need the right words. The ones that stick. The ones that show up when you need them, not just when you're reviewing that list at 2 a.m. thinking you're productive. And let me tell you, some of the most fluent people I know, they use simple words, but they use them well. They don't know meticulous, but they know how to say, I'm careful. They don't know fortuitous, but they can tell you it was lucky. And they sound human. You sound like a thesaurus trying too hard. Let's stop that right now. So now you're thinking, okay, I get it. Fewer words, but how do I know which ones to keep? Oh, now you want help? Fine. I'll give it to you. But don't expect a magic list. This isn't Hogwarts. It's life. Here's the deal. Your best words are the ones you actually use, not the ones you wish you could use. Start small. Take one day, just one, and write down everything you say in your native language. Every sentence, every little thing. I'm tired. Where's my phone? What do you want to eat? Now look at that list and ask yourself, do I know how to say these things in English? If yes, great. If not, that's your vocabulary list. Not some random collection of advanced words from a YouTube video that promised top 50 words to sound smarter. Smarter? Please. I'd rather you sound real. Because if you can't talk about your own life in English, what's the point of knowing words like perspicacious? Let's get real. Your life is your syllabus. You talk about your job? Learn those words. You talk about food? Learn those. You're always late? Learn how to explain why. Focus on the words that help you survive your day, not survive an English exam. And here's something that'll hurt, but you need to hear it. If you're not using a word, you haven't learned it. Period. Knowing how it looks on paper doesn't count. Knowing how it sounds doesn't count. You've got to say it out loud, again and again, until it sticks like gum on your shoe. That's real learning, not memorizing, not writing it 10 times and then forgetting it when you need it most. And don't give me that "I'm too shy" nonsense. Talk to yourself if you have to. In the shower, while walking, before you sleep. If you can't find someone to talk to, fine. Be your own practice partner. Out loud, not in your head. Because thinking in English is cute, but speaking in English? That's where the magic happens. And don't worry about sounding weird. You already do in your own language too, trust me. You ever wonder why some people with just a few words can have a full-on conversation, while others, maybe you, have a brain full of vocabulary but can't even say how your day was? Here's why. It's not about how many words you know. It's about how you use the ones you do. And here's the kicker. Using simple words over and over isn't boring. It's smart. It's survival. Let me ask you something. When you were a kid, did you learn 20 ways to ask for water? No. You screamed water or cried until someone gave it to you. And guess what? It worked. Because communication is about being understood, not about showing off. But now, as an adult learner, you suddenly think you need to say, "May I have some hydration, please?" Or else it's wrong. Stop it. Just say, "I want water." Simple. Clear. Done. You're not in a Shakespeare play. You're in real life, where speed and clarity matter more than elegance. And yes, I get it. You want to sound good. But here's the truth. No one cares about your fancy words if you're too scared to use them. People care if they can understand you. That's it. You don't need articulate. You need say it now. I've seen learners waste years waiting to level up before they speak, hoarding words like they're collecting coins in a video game. Newsflash, there's no boss level where you suddenly become fluent. The game is now, right now, with the words you have, even if it's just 10 of them. Because guess what? 10 real words beat 1,000 silent ones, and you'll be amazed at how many things you can say with a small, solid set of vocabulary. You don't need to know 20 ways to say happy. Just say, "I'm happy." If you're more than that, add so. Boom. I'm so happy. Done. You think native speakers don't repeat words? Please. They say good for everything. Good job, good day, good food, and they don't feel bad about it. Why do you? Let's talk about your addiction. Yeah, the one where you can't stop searching for better words. Every time you hear someone use a word you don't know, your brain goes, "I need that." You pause the video, write it down, maybe even Google it. You feel smart for a second, like you've just unlocked a new level in the English game. But let me ask you, did you ever use that word again? Or did it just sit there, pretty and useless, while you still struggle to say simple things like, "I'm busy today," or "I don't like that movie"? Look, collecting words you don't use is like buying clothes you never wear. It's just clutter. And it's time to declutter. It's time to get brutal with your vocabulary. If a word hasn't shown up in your life in the last month, toss it, out. Because if it's not helping you speak now, it's just noise. You don't need noise. You need tools. Sharp, simple, everyday tools that actually help you live in English. And I know some of you are thinking, but what if I need that word someday? Spoiler, you won't. Not unless you're writing a novel or giving a TED Talk. And let's be real, you're not. You're trying to survive small talk, not win a Pulitzer. So stop saving words for a life you don't have. Start building a vocabulary for the life you do. Think about it. What do you talk about every day? Work, food, friends, that annoying neighbor? Those are your topics. That's your English. Learn how to say what you already think, not what someone else told you was important, not what some test thinks you need. What you need is to be able to answer, "How was your day?" without your brain crashing. What you need is to tell a joke, complain about the weather, ask for help. And guess what? You don't need phenomenal to do that. You need good, bad, tired, happy. That's it. Master those, and you're already ahead of 90% of learners who are too busy drowning in words to ever use them. So here we are. After all that, you've got a choice. Keep pretending more words will save you, or start living with the ones you've got. Because the truth is, your English isn't waiting for more vocabulary. It's waiting for you to stop hiding behind it. You don't need to know every word in the dictionary to start speaking. You just need to use the words that matter, the ones that make up your life, your thoughts, your days. And you know what? They're not special. They're not glamorous, but they're yours. And if you use them, really use them every day out loud in your head, with friends, with yourself, they'll grow. They'll get stronger. And so will you. This isn't about learning English anymore. It's about owning it. About showing up with your messy, imperfect words and saying, this is me, this is how I speak. And if someone doesn't get it, that's their problem. Because you're not here to impress. You're here to connect, to be heard, to live. So go on, drop the dead weight, keep the words that walk with you, not the ones that just sit pretty on paper. And if this hit you, good, share it. Push someone else to stop hoarding and start using. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Same time, same truth. Don't come back with more words. Come back with more stories. In English.